I'm worried about Bea. I saw her when they were taking her out to the hospital. She looked like she was dying.
Do you know what's wrong with her?
Yeah, her kidneys have packed up.
They must be taking her for her dialysis treatment.
That's right, and they said she'd be on that treatment for the rest of her life.
Yeah, she would.
Well, Mrs. Davidson said the only other thing they could do for her was a kidney transplant.
Well, there's a very long waiting list, and I'm afraid Bea, being a prisoner, will probably go to the end of it.
This little letter is going to cause Officer Powell a lot of grief.
You don't mean blackmail, Miss Edwards?
What else, Miss Bryant?
It's a lousy world. Shouldn't be allowed. Keeping a mother from a child.
For heaven's sake, Lizzie, do you have to go on about it?
Oh, that's how you feel. I don't know how I'd bother.
Lizzie, look, I'm sorry. Please don't go. It's just the strain of seeing Gerard for such a short while and then having to let him go so soon.
Yeah, I know. It's awful.
I really didn't mean to snap at you. It's just that I needed some time to pull myself together. I was still upset.
I understand. I'll leave you on your own for a while.
Thank you, Lizzie. You're very kind and understanding. Stupid old fool. You wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Mrs. Powell.
Look, I thought I'd made everything perfectly clear the first time. I'm very busy.
I do realise that, but it isn't exactly a clear-cut case. Perhaps we could go somewhere, talk in private.
All right, if you insist. But I do think it's a ridiculous waste of time.
Oh, dear, I don't think he's in the good books.
Oh, sooner him than me. Gee, am I glad to be calling it a day. A night at the pub will be a welcome relief.
All right, let's go. Oh, it seems strange in here without old Bea, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Poor old Bea. Hope she's all right. She looked so crook last time I saw her.
Well, with a bit of luck, one of us will be able to help her out.
Oh, well, Davo didn't say for sure that we had to take those tests, did she?
She won't back down on it. It makes her look too good. There wouldn't be any pikers around here, would there?
No, of course not.
Glad to hear it.
Oh, you're not scared of having those blood tests and stuff, are you, Dor?
No, but heck, having your kidney out, I mean, it's not like having a tooth out, is it?
No, but if it's for Bea...
I'd take the tests if I were you, Doreen.
What do you mean?
Well, there'll be a few perks for people who are in on it.
What kind of perks?
You'll see. I take care of everyone who goes along with me.
Yeah, but how? What are we going to get?
Dor! If you have those tests, they're for Bea, not for what you can get.
And I think it's an excellent idea. I'll be in on it.
How come? You haven't been a lifelong friend of Bea's or anything?
That's hardly the point. The woman's desperately ill. We must all offer what help we can.
Ripper! Good on you, Kate.
Yeah, well, I was only asking. Of course I'm going to do it.
We all are. All except Lizzie and Jude.
Hey, you're not going to leave me out.
Oh, Jude, she's a great friend of Bea's.
She's also got a pacemaker. That counts her out.
Yeah, well, my ticker might be up to much good, but at least it's me own.
Look, Lizzie, I hope I'm as good as you at 73, but let's face it, you're no spring chicken.
Well, I haven't kicked the bucket yet. Besides, I wouldn't mind spending some time with a nice young doctor.
Oh, forget it.
We'll see what Jude has to say about that. And another thing. Old boilers are tougher than spring chickens.
Birdsworth?
Tuck a bell, Mrs.
I'm not
Powell.
deaf. I have just spent time I can ill afford talking to the police.
Good. Cops giving you a hard time, are they, Mrs. Powell? I thought they only got on to
Why
crims
don't
like
you
me.
just admit that you told them a pack of lies? It would save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, yes, you do. About the fire you say somebody else caused?
I've told everybody I don't know anything about it.
Really? Well, I happened to see you hide the kerosene bottle.
What, kerosene bottle.
Oh, come on, the one the police have. You don't think you're going to get away with this, do you?
You don't think I'd burn down old Sid's house, do you? Me own home?
Yes, I would believe anything of you. Do you know my house could have gone up in flames as well?
I told you I haven't done nothing.
You've gone too far this time, Birdsworth. By the time they're finished with you, you'll spend the rest of your life in here. Admittedly, it's where you belong.
Oh, you don't have to talk to me like that, Mrs. Powell. Well, if you saw so much, why didn't you see the bloke that was doing all that stuff?
Don't be ridiculous.
Trying to drive me batty, scare me out of me own
I
home.
saw you with the kerosene bottle.
Oh. Get your kicks by bailing up old ladies, do you, Mrs. Powell?
It's called intimidation, isn't it?
Lucky for her, there are witnesses.
All right, you lot. Off to the dining room.
Oh, no. I'm not going anywhere without my friend.
Do as you're told.
It's all right. I've got nothing to worry about, Jude.
Okay. But just remember, we've got eyes in the back of our heads.
And big flappy ears, too.
Lizzie, why don't you just forget this stupid story you've cooked up? Things will go easier on you if you do. Oh, come on. You don't want everybody to think you're crazy, do you? Please yourself, then. Go on, get to work.
Oh, but what about my dinner?
Oh, all right. Just move it.
I wonder what Powell meant about seeing Lizzie with a bottle.
Don't know, but she was really laying it on her.
Have a word with the old love here about the kidney test, will you?
Look, Lizzie wants to take the test just like the rest of us.
I know. Nothing I can say is going to change her mind.
I'll do my best.
I really don't think there's anything to worry about. They won't take anyone her age anyway.
What was Powell on about out there?
Nothing.
Come on, Lizzie, she was getting pretty heavy with you.
She reckons I was making it up when I said that somebody was trying to scare me out of Sid's house. I might be a bit long in the tooth, but I haven't lost my marbles yet.
Of course not.
Well, that's what that bloody Gordon was trying to make out when he was trying to kick me out of the house.
What's that got to do with the bottle of Cara?
I told you. Gordon was trying to take the house off me.
So you did light the fire?
Shh! Don't tell the world. It was my house, wasn't it? And I was trying to keep it the way Sid wanted it. All those memories and everything. Sid wanted me to stay there for the rest of my days. So I couldn't let some strangers come in and stuff it up, could I? And now, because of that bloody Powell, I'll probably have to spend the rest of my days in here.
Yeah?
We got a problem.
So what's up?
Well, it's about Lizzie.
Oh, I don't know, Jude. I don't reckon anyone can get me out of this one.
Try me.
Seems that Lizzie is guilty of the Firebug Act after all.
You burnt down your own home?
Well, wait till you hear the rest of it.
She only did it so that pig Gordon couldn't take the house off her, didn't you, Lizzie?
Oh, so what's the problem?
Powell just happens to live next door to her.
Oh, God. Who do you have on the other side? The cops?
Oh, it's worse than that, love. I'm afraid Powell saw her hiding the Caro bottle after she set fire to the house.
Yeah, and she told the cops.
What are we going to do about it?
Whatever we do, we've got to do it fast.
Well, perhaps we could confuse the issue, think up something that would make Powell's story less believable.
Yeah, well, there's nothing more believable than a screw's word against a crim's, believe me.
Unless we can persuade the screw to change her story.
Oh, fat chance you've got of doing that.
I don't know. I think we're in a pretty good position to do some business with Mrs. Powell.
You mean the letter?
Right.
Yeah, she's not going to run any risks of Davo finding out about that, is she?
No way.
Okay. Jude, you type up a copy of the letter and keep in all that stuff about her wanting her name and address held quiet. It's got to be an exact copy so that when she sees it, she's going to recognise it.
But what about the signature?
Piece of cake. What do you reckon, Dor?
Oh, yeah.
Then we send a copy off to the newspapers.
And we keep the original.
Bingo.
Oh, that'll fix her. Once Mrs. Davidson finds out who wrote that letter, she'll be out of here like a rat up a drain pipe.
Still, Jim did say that we could talk about things when he gets back.
Oh, that sounds promising.
I don't know. I hate not knowing exactly where I stand.
Yes.
Still, there's nothing I can do about my situation. Whereas you could be in Indonesia with Bob, couldn't you?
Yes, but being over there for 6 months without my work and my friends, I'd end up totally absorbed into his world.
Well, would it be that bad?
Yes, it would. Thank you. No, for the time being, Bob's place is in Indonesia and mine is here. We have to face this separately. Make up our own minds.
Still, 6 months. I couldn't let a man I loved out of my sight for 6 days.
It is a long time.
Oh, to hell with men. Why don't we enjoy ourselves tonight?
Bum, I can't get the last L right.
Oh, I think it's very good.
No, but it's getting there.
Okay, Jude, you know what to do. Slip the letter in the mail, okay?
Yeah, we mustn't keep the mail waiting, must we?
Dor, do you reckon you'll be able to write the address on the envelope in Powell's handwriting?
Yeah, no worries.
I had no idea this forging business was quite so complicated. Should be useful, don't you think, Sandy? I mean, Doreen's very good at it.
Yeah. Got some ideas.
Well, let's see. The kitchen requisition forms. If Doreen could forge the signature required to get food supplies.
Oh, beauty, all that extra food. I'll be in on that.
Oh, me too.
Hey, hang on. You've got to keep out of it till we get Powell off your back.
Oh, crikey.
You'd be able to rip off a few requisition forms from reception, wouldn't you, Judy?
They don't call me Nimble Fingers for nothing.
Well, it must be something I can do.
There is. You know all the old lurks. I reckon you'd be in a better position than any of us to come up with a few more little tricks.
You mean play Mrs. Big behind it all?
That's exactly what I mean.
I've always wanted to be in one of those little rackets.
Don't look now.
Where?
Behind you.
Why shouldn't I look behind me?
There are a couple of men.
I thought we'd decided not to talk about men tonight.
I think they're going to come over here.
Oh, that's all we need. Why can't a couple of women drink in peace?
Hey, good evening, ladies. Shouldn't be drinking by yourselves. Too many nasty characters about. I'd like to introduce ourselves.
Can hardly wait.
Yeah, this is Paul, and this is Murray.
Me Wonder Woman, she Jane.
Just flew in for a drink after work, eh?
Yes, we did, as a matter of fact. We're from the Wentworth Detention Centre. We're a couple of prison officers.
That's what I like to see. Look, ladies with a sense of humour. That's
Yeah, well, that looks like one little problem you don't have to worry about, Lizzie.
Yeah, that Sandy sure seems to know her stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, well, she soon came up with that idea how to get old Po-Face off me back pretty quick.
Yeah, but it was Jude who got the letter in the first place.
Yeah, but it was Sandy who worked out what to do with it.
Yeah, I reckon she'll do as top dog, seeing old B's not interested anymore.
Well, they weren't exactly lining up for the position, were they?
Oh, yeah, what about that Kate?
What about her?
Well, I reckon that she sucks up to Sandy real sneaky-like.
Oh, you can't please some people. She's okay. She's a doctor. B reckons that Sandy'll be okay. She was a bit wrong about me not taking those tests, though, but she can't be right all the time.
Hey, she couldn't have let you take those tests. You're too old. You need both your kidneys.
Oh, not you too.
Well, you wouldn't want to wish one of your kidneys on B. Not after all that booze you've been pushing through them over the years.
Hey, where are you going? It's lights out in 10 minutes.
Oh, God, you get used to putting your own lights out on the outside.
I'd like another drink.
Me too.
Trouble is, if we get up, Laurel and Hardy here will offer to pay, and then we'll never get rid of them.
Yeah, I suppose we could just leave and go somewhere else.
Well, why should we? I was enjoying myself until they came. Oh, my God.
What's the matter?
Over there at the bar. It's Bob.
Oh, you mean that guy?
What?
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
What's the matter, ladies?
Her husband's just walked in, that man over at the bar.
God, strike a light, you mean the Jolly Green Giant?
Oh, he's not so jolly. If he sees me here, he'll wreck the place.
Yeah, well, look, we don't believe in interfering in family matters. Been very nice meeting you. Come on, Murray, you can drive me home.
You're looking very pleased with yourself.
Well, it hasn't been a bad day today, has it?
In this place, every day is bad.
Didn't take long to win Lizzie and Dora over, and the other women are okay.
I wouldn't be too sure about Doreen if I were you.
Oh, she's all right.
I don't know. She wants goodies, not just promises. And that's all you've made so far.
Ones I can keep.
Of course. The time to start congratulating yourself is when you've actually carried them out.
Bit cautious, aren't you, Doc?
Oh, I know that loyalty grows slowly. It has to be earned.
Hey, you came up with one or two good ideas yourself tonight. You know, it's not such a bad life in a joint like this when you're on top of the heap. What with my nous and your brains, we've got no worries.
I hope not.
You're supposed to be in bed. Well, you lot can't be trusted to do anything right, can you? Now, look, you're not on the outside now. And until you've been sentenced, you won't break the rules.
She'll be laughing on the other side of her face before long.
Yeah, bloody bitch. Where's me nightie? Oh, bugger it!
Good afternoon, ladies.
If you say so, Wendy. I'm in no condition to argue. Bryant not in?
Yes, she's just gone to lunch. Oh, no. Dining room duty. Feeling a bit fragile?
How did the test go?
Nothing to it, just felt like a scratch.
Well, why can't I have it? I'm not frightened of a bloody scratch. Come on, ladies. Keep the noise. Oh, you've got a headache.
Where have you been? I got your lunch, but it's getting cold.
Thanks, Jude. This'll be all right.
What are you so bright about?
Oh, nothing.
Wish I could look that happy about nothing.
Well, be careful if I were you. They're liable to lock you away for good.
Come on, don't give it the drum. Well, I've just been in to see Dava, and you know how pleased she was about me going into that art competition?
Yeah, so?
Well, she says when I get my drawing back today with it all framed and everything, I can hang it in the rec room if I like.
Oh, I bet you'll be charging for us to see it.
I only got an honorary mention. I mean, you don't expect too much. It was just my first effort.
Pretty good for first time round.
I reckon you ought to draw all of us, you know, one by one. You could make a lot of dough that way.
Yeah. Can you just see all of our pictures hanging in the rec room? It'd be called the Rogues Gallery for sure.
All right, you lot. What's going on? You can be heard halfway down the corridor. Just hurry up and get on with it. We haven't got all day.
I reckon you should finish her off.
We can afford to wait. After all, we're holding the aces.
Of course, as it was my idea that you should draw all of us, I reckon that I should get commission.
Oh, would you hang on a minute? I don't even know if I do want to draw people yet.
Well, I would if I were you, honey, because there's not too many landscapes in this job.
And I reckon you should draw me first, you know, like those big old-fashioned ones of a woman lying on a couch with a bunch of grapes hanging out of her mouth.
Oh, no, I don't think that you've got the, you know, the clothes for that sort of thing.
She doesn't need them. Just a bloody big bunch of grapes.
Oh, don't be so rude.
Ladies, you are getting a bit noisy.
I have told you lot to shut up. You've deliberately disobeyed an order, so just get back to work.
Some of us haven't quite finished, Mrs. Powell.
I couldn't care less. If you're going to carry on like this, you can do it somewhere where I don't have to listen to you.
Mrs. Powell, I think they're just a bit overexcited because of Burns's drawing.
I've just given them an order, Mrs. Morris.
Yes, but
Are you countermanding that order?
No, of course not.
Well, I've told them what to do. So would you please see that they do it?
All right, ladies, back to work.
Get this
Janet,
plate
would you
up.
see them through, please?
Quickly.
Colleen, about what just happened.
Yes?
I think we should try and avoid things like that in the future.
I couldn't agree more. You deliberately tried to make me look ridiculous in front of those women.
Now, that's not true, and you know it. Just think you were being a bit unfair.
I'm sure you did.
We should try to work together, not against one another. The women won't respect us if they see us arguing, especially in front of them.
No argument till you interfered.
I am simply trying to point out that if we overreact because of a little bit of fun, we are just going to provoke them.
Don't think I don't know what you're up to, Meg.
What do you mean?
We're both after Vera's job, right?
Yes, but what's that got to do with it?
Everything. You think by undermining my authority with the women, it'll strengthen your position.
What?
You've even tried to turn the other officers against me. You and that Janet Conway seem pretty pally.
Colleen, you're being ridiculous.
Am I? Well, I'm going to report this incident to Mrs. Davidson, and I'm sure she'll take the same view as I do. More report forms, Wendy. I've run out.
Yes, Mrs. Powell.
What's this?
Well, you could call it a conversation piece. Why don't you have a look? Decide for yourself. It hasn't been checked through yet, Mrs. Powell.
Don't worry. I'll take care of the paperwork. And what do you think you're doing? You're supposed to be at work.
I was just waiting for you, Mrs. Powell.
I don't have time to talk to you now.
Oh, I think you do.
Do you want to go and report? Get back to work.
You're going to write a letter to the newspaper about all the pushy prisoners.
What?
You could always add it to your list of grievances. What was it? Maladministration? Negligence?
I told you, get back to work.
It was a terrific letter. In fact, I liked it so much, I sent a copy off to the newspaper and kept the original myself.
What is it you want?
Forget you saw Lizzie with the Caro bottle.
Do you realise I could drag you off to the governor right now?
What a good idea. I'll tell her I have a signed letter that you sent to the newspaper. What are you going to tell her?
Okay. What about the signature?
Beautiful. Can't tell them apart. Now, who was it you saw in Lizzie's backyard that night?
Lizzie.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Strange how your eyes play funny buggers, isn't it?
Well? Oh, sorry, ladies, run out of work.
Oh, come on, Sandy, what happened?
What are you talking about?
Well, are you going to tell us what happened with Powell or not?
Oh, that. Poor old Po-Face seems to be having some real problems with her eyesight lately.
You mean she's going to tell the cops it wasn't Lizzie she saw?
Or that she can't really remember who it was she saw. You know how you get a bit confused sometimes when you think back. Not much you can do without a reliable witness, is there?
Terrific. You did real good, Sandy.
Well, I couldn't have pulled it off without your contribution now, could I?
I didn't do nothing.
Oh, don't underestimate your talents, Doreen.
No, if that's anything to go by, I reckon your painting's going to be a real ripper. Hey, we should put on some sort of tournament and we hang it in the rec room.
Yes, champagne and oysters is the usual accompaniment, I believe.
It's a funny thing, Dave. I never mentioned them when she was talking to me.
Administration here is lax to the point of negligence. Discipline is lacking among the staff, and officers of lesser rank are often insubordinate to their superiors. The liberal attitude that is endorsed by the administration, combined with an acute staff shortage, opens up potential for escape that presents a danger to the whole community. course, the department is absolutely furious about this letter.
Well, it does seem very detailed.
Exactly. Mr. Douglas thinks it was written by someone within the prison. To me, that is quite obvious. The minister, of course, is demanding an explanation both of the letter and its contents. And security is also going to be tightened. Now, do either of you have any idea who wrote it?
No, Mrs. Davidson.
You don't think it could have been one of the officers?
It's quite possible.
Well, surely it's more likely to have been one of the women. There's always someone with a grudge who would want to.
Granted. But it's only a member of staff that could have known the contents in that letter.
Well, I don't know anything about it.
I'm not suggesting you do. And I'm going to ask the others the same thing. I shall also tell them that if the culprit turns out to be an officer, it will mean instant dismissal. I shall also have a word with the women. No doubt they will have read the paper by now, and it is not going to help discipline.
Well, if it was one of the women, we might hear something if we keep our ears open.
Perhaps. And that will be all. Oh, B. Smith has returned from the hospital. Would you take her through to Sister Franklin, please?
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
And then go to the recreation room. I want you there when I speak to the women.
You haven't forgotten about Burns' picture?
As a matter of fact, I had. I'll talk to the women first and then leave them to the unveiling. At the moment, I am in no mood for niceties.
Oh, boy, fresh pajamas. I don't think I can stand the excitement.
What's the matter now?
I've been hooked up to that machine for hours. Now she wants me to lay flat on my back again.
You've got to get plenty of rest.
I've had enough rest until it's coming out of my ears. Anyway, I'm okay.
That's for the doctor to decide.
Oh, come on, B. It's not every day you get the chance to lie back and be waited on. I wouldn't mind it.
Well, be my guest. Can't I just slip down to the laundry for a
No,
minute?
Dr. Kennedy'll be looking in on you.
When?
Around tea time now. Until then, you stay put.
Oh, that's bloody lovely, isn't it?
And don't be like that to Sister Franklin. She is only trying to help.
Look, if I can't get out of here, how about a visitor or two?
Oh, later, perhaps. The women are going down to the rec room after work to unveil Doreen's picture. It's going to be hung there.
Well, I can't miss that, can I?
You can see it another time. Now get into bed.
How come hospitals are always so exciting on TV? That's what I want to know. Where are all the young doctors?
Of course, at most unveilings, they'd have an art critic, you know, to make comments. Doll's lucky she's got all of us to do that for her.
Crikey, you're not going to rubbish it, are you?
Well, you've got to know whether you're pleasing your public or not, don't you?
I think I'm going to be sick.
Don't worry. Most creative people get first-night nerves.
Right, everyone to the rec room. The governor wants to see you.
Aha. How do you like your shambles, Kate?
Oh, very cold and French.
Heavy-ass stuff I'm looking forward to. Ought to have known in this rotten dump it'd be BYO.
No sign of the booze yet. God.
Ladies, your attention, please. I'm not happy with the attitude a number of you have adopted lately. There have been a certain number of incidents involving disrespect for officers and outright disobedience of certain rules. I will not tolerate this sort of behavior, and I am seriously thinking of cutting all privileges for the next 2 days. Furthermore, I expect an immediate improvement.
That's hardly fair, Mrs. Davidson.
I beg your pardon?
In my opinion, respect can only be given when it's deserved.
Kindly explain your remark.
I would have thought we were supposed to take our example from your officers.
Yes?
Well, if they have little regard for you or the way this prison is run and they voice their thoughts in front of us, how do you expect us to behave?
That is a very serious accusation.
I agree.
Tell me to whom you refer.
That isn't necessary.
Peterson, you will answer my question or you will be in very serious trouble.
I was merely trying to make a point. I've said all I intend to say.
That is the sort of insubordinate behavior to which I have been referring. Miss Conway, escort Peterson to my office, please.
Come along, Peterson.
Well, what do you reckon got into Kate?
I'd say she was doing a pretty good job of getting Davo off our backs.
Yeah, it looked like we were about to do 2 days' privileges.
Wonder what Davo was all steamed up about. As if we didn't know. Never mind. On with the unveiling. Door?
No, I'd rather hang on for a bit.
Chickening out, eh?
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just that I'd like to wait till Miss Conway gets back, because after all, she was the one who got me into all this in the first place.
Thank you, Miss Conway. I will not tolerate insinuations against my officers. You will explain your remarks.
Yes, Mrs. Davidson. Well, I didn't want to mention any names in public, but I think Officer Powell's attitude is affecting everybody.
What do you mean?
Well, when she came to give us back our buy-up items, she made a few rather unfavorable remarks about you and how things were run around here. You know that we shouldn't have got them back, that sort of thing. There are plenty of other instances.
Yes, well, I accept what you say, Peterson, and I do appreciate your frankness.
I'm afraid the other women mightn't agree. They don't exactly like frankness towards the administration, even if it is in their interests.
I realize that, and your confidence will be respected.
Thank you.
You will recall when you first came here, it was suggested you work in the prison hospital.
Yes, I wanted to, but, well, you know what the other women are like if they think someone's getting preferential treatment.
Yes, but with B. Smith so ill, we could do with extra help in the hospital. Of course, you will only be assisting Sister Franklin. Would you be interested?
Yes, I would. Perhaps you could make it look like a punishment. If I were to lose a couple of days' privileges and, well, do a few menial tasks around the hospital, maybe the women wouldn't suspect anything.
I shall mention it to Dr. Kennedy. If he is in agreement, you can start work in the hospital right away.
Thank you.
All right, Doreen, let's start. Oh, I don't know if I like this being famous stuff.
I don't like to back down now.
Yeah,
I'm just supposed to make a speech or something.
Try it. Ladies. I'd like to say ladies and gentlemen, but I can't because there aren't any.
Yeah, where is Jude?
I'd like to unveil the drawing which won me an honourable mention at the Wentworth Annual Art Exhibition.
Yeah.
Thank you. And here it is.
Did you forget something, doll? That's a discount. Oh, yeah. I didn't recognise her without the uniform. Now, just what the hell do you think you're playing at?
There weren't very many. Well, I said any naked men around.
Oh, your memory wasn't too bad, was it?
I didn't leave anything out.
That's enough, Edwards. Now, how dare you abuse my support by drawing a picture like that?
Gee, Miss Conway, I only copied the bodies from one of those art books you lent me.
You deliberately tried to embarrass both me and Mr. Fletcher.
I didn't. I told you
I've a good mind to have it destroyed.
Heck, you can't do that. Mrs. Davidson said I could put it up in here.
Yeah, and I've been getting the impression lately that Mrs. Davidson doesn't like having her orders disobeyed. Of course, the fella's ears are a bit big. Maybe it isn't him after all.
The likeness is unmistakable.
Well, she'd know.
You haven't heard the last of this, Burns.
Crikey, I don't know. You try to do your best.
What else can you expect from a screw? She ought to be pleased. I reckon you've got real talent.
Yeah?
Yeah. Listen, how about doing one for me?
Like that?
No, just a drawing I could send to my husband in Pentridge.
I don't know. You wouldn't want me to do that.
Look, I'll pay top dollar. You think about it, then name your price, OK?
All right.
You help get Lizzie out of a jam and you can do that little job for me. There's plenty of people got a use for your talents. Why waste them on the screws?
I really am very pleased to have the opportunity of working with you, Dr. Kennedy.
Do you know anything about renal disorders?
A bit, mainly through what I've read of your progress. You certainly made quite a name for yourself in that field.
Well, it'll be good to work with another doctor here.
Well, I'm afraid that's not quite legally correct.
A pity. Being a prisoner doesn't mean that you're not a qualified doctor.
Apparently, to some people, it does. But I'd be glad to help in any way I can.
Good.
Hey, psst, oi, have you got me dead and buried or what?
We weren't even talking about you.
Well, you should be. I'm the patient around here, and I want to know when I can get back to my mates.
I'll be having a chat with you about that after dinner.
What do you have to do to get a straight answer around here?
I can take any messages for you to the women, if you like.
Well, that's something, I suppose. I'm beginning to feel as though I've done a couple of days in the pound.
I have never been so humiliated in all my life.
I'm sure Mr. Fletcher would see the funny side of it, and I think you should too.
I don't think he will.
Oh?
I would like permission to have the picture taken down and destroyed.
Oh, I don't think that's quite fair.
But surely you can't leave it there. I mean, it will be a complete laughing stock.
I think you are overreacting.
I'm sure Doreen acted in complete innocence. And you seem to forget that it was your idea in the first place that the picture go into the recreation room.
Well, I didn't know then that I was going to be the star model.
Nevertheless, we have had trouble in the past by, as I think Smith put it, giving with one hand and taking away with the other.
But surely, in a case like
the
this...
easiest way to lose their respect is by punishing them unjustly.
Aren't you even going to look at the drawing?
Of course. And if I think it's really necessary, I shall have it taken down. But I suggest a friendly talk with Doreen would be the best way of dealing with the situation. You never know, she may have a perfectly acceptable explanation.
Here, B. Bought you some tucker. No guaranteeing you're going to feel any better after you finish eating it, though.
Yeah, well, I couldn't feel any worse. By the time I let me out of here, my legs will have conked out.
Have you cleaned the toilet, Peterson?
Yes, Sister Franklin.
Did you hear about Doreen's sexy picture of Fletch and Conway?
Yeah, I heard about it in the pipeline. Silly little bitch, jumps in feet first as usual and never thinks of the effect it's going to have on anyone else.
Oh, I don't think she meant any harm by it.
Doreen never does.
You should have seen Conway, though. She looked like she was going to have kittens.
Well, that's exactly what I mean, see? On the rare occasion when a screw tries to do something decent for us, why the hell do we have to go and stuff it up?
Come on, Smith, you better eat your dinner before Dr. Kennedy gets here.
I'll be looking after you again tomorrow, B, so I'll see you then.
Right.
Bye, B.
Bye. Hey, listen, make sure they don't pull any more dumb tricks, will you?
Sure.
Ugh.
Cushy job you got there.
For someone else, perhaps.
It'd beat working in the laundry.
I'm a qualified doctor. How do you think I feel cleaning toilets and taking orders from a sister?
Yeah.
In front of Dr. Kennedy, too.
Davo really flipped a lid then.
Yes, anyone else would have just lost 2 days' privileges. I got that as a bonus.
What actually happened with Davo?
Well, when she realized I had nothing to say, she started yelling at me about insubordination, and the next thing, straight into the hospital as a nurse's aide.
Well, you made things a lot easier for the rest of us. If you hadn't piped up, I think we would have all lost out.
Possibly.
Who would have thought it, eh? Dr. Peterson, the rebel con.
Oh, well, I believe in standing up for my rights. Not that we have too many of those in here.
We don't. That's why we've got to beat the screws any way we can. If you'd told Davo about Powell, she would have been out on her ear, and we would have lost what looks like being a pretty good lurk.
Oh, don't worry. I quite realise that.
I don't understand you, Doreen. Now, I went out of my way to help you. I brought you the books.
Yeah, I know that.
So why do you turn around and do something like that?
Well, I didn't mean nothing by it, honest, Miss Conway.
Well, you should think more about the consequences of your actions on other people.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't see any harm in putting Mr. Fletcher's face and yours on them bodies. I mean, after I'd finished drawing the bodies, I thought it'd be more lifelike if I put real faces, you know?
Why us?
Well, Mr. Fletcher's the only bloke I really see very much of, and you've been so good to me that I thought I'd draw your face as a way of saying thanks.
Well, I didn't appreciate it. And I don't think Mr. Fletcher will either. It was extremely embarrassing, Doreen. And I just hope that you are more sensitive to other people's feelings in future.
That dialysis machine is a little ripper.
They certainly help a great many people.
If I felt any better, I'd be dangerous.
Well, that's because your system's been cleaned out.
Well, I'm raring to go. Just say the word.
Cleaned out, I said, not cured.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, I've been thinking about that, too. I think I'd rather hand him a chips than have a machine running the rest of my life.
Oh, it may not come to that. It seems you've got quite a few remarkable friends. I believe almost all the prisoners have volunteered for donor tests. I've never heard of anything like that before. You must be very special to them, Mrs. Smith. It takes a lot of courage and love to donate part of your body.
Silly buggers.
We've done tests on all the ones who volunteered.
What'd you come up with?
Well,
bugger all, right?
Not particularly good at the moment, but we won't know till we get the final results.
When will that be?
Tomorrow.
And if you don't come up with anything, then it means regular trips to the kidney machine, right?
For the time being, yes.
There's no other treatment? Nothing else I can do?
No. I'm afraid your illness has reached a pretty advanced stage. We may not be able to rely on the dialysis machine for much longer. I can't lie to you, Mrs. Smith. It is serious.
Come on, Kate, you're dragging the chain a bit.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise you had an appointment.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Last week she wouldn't say boo to a goose, and now she's getting cheeky.
Ta-da!
Oh, crikey, Bea, what are you doing here?
What do you usually come to the shower blocks for?
Did you get permission to leave the hospital?
Well, I told Sister Franklin I was going to have a shower. Come to think of it, I didn't actually tell her which shower I was going to use.
Oh, gosh.
I think you better get back there quickly.
Oh, knock it off, Kate. I just want a few minutes with my mates.
Oh, it's real good to see you, Bea.
Yeah, I've been hearing a few things about you, too. What's all this dumb stuff with the drawings?
Oh, it's not like you think, Bea.
Can't leave you alone for 2 minutes, can I?
When are they going to let you out, Bea?
Oh, I don't know. You're getting too fond of my
Has
company.
anyone seen... I have been looking everywhere for you.
Uh-huh.
And just what do you think you're doing?
Do I have to answer that a second time? No.
You're supposed to be in hospital. They've noticed you're missing.
Very bright of them. I suppose they'll give you a rash if I use the same water.
Come on, Smith.
All right. So on, girls. Nice to see you again.
See you, Vin.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Isn't it great to see Bea again so happy and cheerful like it was old times?
You can't just disappear like that and have Sister Franklin wondering what's happened to you.
Yeah, well, if I had told her where I was heading, do you think she would have let me go?
No.
No, so what's the point? Anyway, I just wanted to see my mates. I wasn't going to go over the wall or anything.
Yes, I know, and I realize how frustrating it must be for you. But you must remember you are still a prisoner and subject to security measures.
Well, I can hardly mistake this for a ward at the Wentworth Private, could I?
I must say you're looking a lot better. How do you feel?
Terrific.
Good. Then I'll leave you in Sister Franklin's capable hands. Miss Conway, I'm expecting Dr. Kennedy shortly. When he arrives, would you also make sure that Burns is brought to me?
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
As I said before, Edwards, there have been too many incidents lately involving disobedience and disrespect. I would like your assurance that they will stop.
I don't think you've got anything to worry about, Mrs. Davidson. Not from us, anyway.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you get the occasional screw who wants to play heavy. That's where the trouble starts.
What you may regard as heavy is often just the enforcement of the rules which are essential to running a prison.
Yes, well, like I said, most of us are willing to play fair, but we're only human.
I would not suggest any more incidents. The department is determined to crack down on security, and that can only mean harsher measures for anyone who is out to cause trouble.
I'm not out to cause anyone any trouble.
I'm very glad to hear it.
Excuse me, Mrs. Davidson. Dr. Kennedy's here to see you.
Send him in, please, and then escort Edwards back to the laundry. I would like your cooperation in this matter, Edwards.
As I said, I'm willing to play by the rules.
Dr. Kennedy, Mrs. Davidson will see you now.
Thank you.
Don't look so down, Dor. They can't hang you for hanging a painting.
Yeah.
Unless it's a forgery. Hey, do you reckon there might be an original floating around somewhere?
All right, Edwards, that's enough.
On your way, Edwards.
Are you and Mr. Fletcher going to autograph the painting, Miss Conway?
One more word out of you, Edwards, and you'll be on report. Now get going.
Okay. See ya.
Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes, you can stop treating me like a half-wit.
Nobody's treating you like that.
Everyone's treating me like that, for God's sake. I was supposed to hear from Dr. Kennedy this morning about the results of the tests on the women.
Well, I'm sure he'll tell you when he comes in.
Well, he's already been, hasn't he? And all he said was, how did you sleep last night? And I'll see you later.
Well, then I'm sure he'll tell you later.
I think he's keeping something from me. He left like a bat out of hell when I started asking him questions.
Well, why would he do that?
Because he doesn't want to tell me he can't find a kidney, that's why.
Oh, you're letting your imagination run away with you. Doctors tell patients things when they want to tell them, not when the patient thinks they should.
Well, that's bloody lovely, isn't it? Meanwhile, I have to sit here playing guessing games.
Oh, come on, Bea, cheer up.
Oh, come on, Kate, rack off.
I'll look in on you later.
Don't bother.
Thank you, Miss Conway. Now, Doreen, would you like to sit down?
No, thanks, Mrs. Davidson.
Dr. Kennedy has something he wishes to say to you.
I'll come straight to the point. What I have to say will be in the strictest confidence, if you wish.
Oh, good.
You must also understand that you'll be given plenty of time to make up your mind, and you'll be under no obligation whatever.
Well, I reckon you better stop beating around the bush, Doctor, because I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
All right. We've finished the tissue typing tests on all the women here who volunteered to have them done. Yours turned out to be compatible. This means, of course, that you will be eligible to donate one of your kidneys to B. Smith.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.